Emanuel Derman, My Life as a Quant, Reflections on Physics and Finance. Embark on a captivating journey through the world of physics and finance in Emanuel Derman's My Life as a Quant, Reflections on Physics and Finance. This book gives an insightful account of how physicists migrated from academia to Wall Street, using their expertise in mathematical modeling to revolutionize the financial world. The book also highlights the author's personal and professional reflections, from experiencing culture shock in America to battling academic politics, and eventually transitioning into the world of finance at Goldman Sachs and Salomon Brothers. Get ready to explore the fascinating union of two seemingly unrelated fields and delve into the life of a physicist turned quant.
Physics meets Wall Street. Physicists found themselves out of jobs during the 70s academic collapse and ended up in the world of finance. Wall Street firms sought physicists because they understood change over time, which is crucial in predicting the unpredictable nature of the market. With the collapse of the post-World War II economic order, the stable financial world became uncertain, and only physicists had the math skills to understand and predict it. Governments reduced the funding for pure sciences, leading to a shortage of academic positions. Out of a job, physicists found opportunities to work in the well-paying financial industry. As a result, physics became an integral part of Wall Street, and the study of financial economics became part of physics. From particle physics to finance. At only 16, Derman enrolled at the University of Cape Town in South Africa to study particle physics. In 1965, he went to the U.S. to apply for graduate school without a careerist's interest in physics. Columbia University in New York City provided Derman with two types of culture shock. The first was ordinary, but the second one, more personal, was that he wasn't prepared for a top-tier American grad school despite being ahead in applied mathematics. Derman learned the most important lesson, that success requires more luck and perseverance than talent. Persevering through adversity. A physicist's journey through the tough and competitive world of academic physics, where only the best succeed but at the cost of unpleasant psychological and emotional environments. Derman, part of the biggest crop of successful physicists in history, found the going tough and was separated from his wife. However, he found success by discovering an interesting puzzle in physics, which led to another postdoctoral position at Oxford University in England. Although difficult, he persevered and even found solace in the spiritual teachings of Rudolf Steiner. Despite the xenophobia and anti-Semitism he faced in England, he returned to New York City and received his Ph.D. Derman's most significant achievement was developing perseverance along the way. From physics to Wall Street. After feeling burnt out from constantly searching for academic job opportunities, Derman left his position as an assistant professor at the University of Colorado to join AT&T Bell Labs. Despite initially feeling guilty for leaving academia behind, his experience at the labs eventually led him to a successful career on Wall Street. His exposure to Tibetan Buddhist meditation during a difficult time at the University of Colorado also had a long-term impact on his life. Derman's story shows that sometimes taking a chance and making unexpected career choices can lead to fulfilling outcomes. Escape from the bureaucracy. The book describes the author's tenure at AT&T as a form of imprisonment within a corporate bureaucracy, where employees focused on corporate politics and mastery of arcane rules. Despite interesting theoretical research taking place, the author was stuck in applied work that seemed to lead nowhere. He found solace in building elegant software programs, which proved useful in the future. However, it took him 5 years to escape from this purposeless environment filled with meaningless regulations, such as filling out overtime sheets despite AT&T not paying any overtime. Physicists on Wall Street. In the 1980s, Wall Street began hiring physicists due to the complex nature of the debt market and the unpredictability of interest rates. Salomon Brothers and Goldman Sachs saw value in their similar skill sets and ability to write their own programs. Physicist Emanuel Derman was hired by Goldman Sachs as a quantitative financial analyst but found that quants have a desire to become traders due to the fame and power they gain from making money. Although quants may generate profits for firms, their contributions are hard to measure and they tend not to get as rich or powerful as traders. Being seen as a quant is not seen as an advantage on Wall Street. Financial theories are accepted not just from empirical tests but from researchers persuading each other that they are correct and relevant. The Remarkable Life of Fischer Black. Fischer Black co-developed the Black-Scholes option pricing model that earned Myron Scholes and Robert Merton the Nobel Prize in 1997. Black was a stickler for detail and preferred simple elegance of numbers over graphics. He was quiet, balanced, critical, courageous, and intellectually honest. He joined Goldman Sachs in 1984, where he worked until he was physically unable to do so due to throat cancer. Despite lacking certain skills and tools, Black did not shy away from problems but did his best with what he had and often made breakthroughs. In his office hung a Nike poster of a long road with a caption that read, "The race is not always to the swift, but to those who keep running." Black kept running, facing the inevitability of his death with patient equanimity. He informed only the necessary people of his terminal illness and spoke about it in a detached, objective way. He never complained and was a true inspiration to those who knew him. The ups and downs of a quantitative researcher's career. Emanuel Derman worked with Goldman Sachs' Quantitative Research Unit before he joined Salomon Brothers. At Salomon, he rose to become the right-hand man to the head of mortgage research, overseeing employees with far more experience in the field. He lived through a bad year and ultimately left the firm due to cultural differences. Derman faced the realities of being a scientist surrounded by younger versions of himself while constantly traveling down lawless roads where the local inhabitants don't respect his ingenious theories. Nonetheless, he was part of the fabulous coup in which investors bought put options from Japanese institutions. The puts effectively gave the buyers an insurance policy against any decline in the Japanese stock market. Eventually, he returned to Columbia University to teach and establish the financial engineering program.
In My Life as a Quant, Emanuel Derman seamlessly intertwines his personal story with the intriguing development of the intersection between physics and finance. The book reveals how the collapse of the traditional job market for physicists provided them with fresh opportunities on Wall Street, where they applied quantitative expertise to maximize profits in the rapidly changing financial landscape. Through his own experiences, Derman exemplifies the resilience and adaptability required to successfully navigate the challenges of academia, finance, and self-discovery. With the story culminating in his return to academia, this book offers a compelling reflection of Derman's journey and the role physicists have played in revolutionizing the world of finance.